drops, no one knows. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. Do you dare to follow me down? Head into the unknown.
Hi gang, how's everybody doing today? There's Harley, he's here. I'm in my home. No, door's locked, you can't go out. Nope. I have to put him out for a sec. I have to lock the door because he goes out the door. And he leaves it wide open. He has no manners when he's here. But anyways, made it home. Still so much to unpack, but it is what it is. We're here and it's good. It's a good day to be alive, isn't it? Hello, Melissa. Almost forgot you were there, even though I'm staring. This is a different setup, so my screen is a lot higher and everything is just a little weird. So how's it going, Melissa?
All's good, I guess. I've just kind of been trying to recover from food poisoning today.
My God, if it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? So quickly want to say hi to people. I know there are a lot of other people live right now, and I was very pleasantly surprised to hear a little bit of AB's live stream tonight, which is currently going on. And I believe Mike DeMann is live with Anita right now. Wonder what they're talking about. Don't know, don't care. Anyway, like I said, first disclaimer, this live stream is not about Jack and Lilly. Okay? It's just not. This is about, we'll get into it. Gren, good to see you. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Cindy Sperry. And yes, ma'am, good to see you. Christine Little, have you been here before? Thank you for joining. TJ's mom, awesome to see you. Baby Monkey, I was thinking about your name the other day, as it was probably yesterday, whenever I was driving. I've been driving for like 2 days straight. That's a lie. Since Sunday, I've been traveling. Baby Monkey, Monkey Baby. Remember that commercial? It wasn't too long ago, but it was Monkey Baby. And it was bizarre. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Little Black Bear, thank you for becoming a member, renewing your membership. I appreciate that. Shalom. Michelle, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lynn, I'll be room hopping. A little better than bar hopping. Colleen, good to see you. Hey, Seaweed. Little Black Bear saying hi to Melissa. Just the Facts, good to see you. Sinister, hey. Hey, Roots. Sky Painter, Christine, good to see you. Thanks for joining today. Cindy B, good to see you. Hey, Kelly and Missy. Can't stay. You can never stay. What's up with you? Blue Jay, thanks for making it. And Bobby Joe. Hey, Joyce. A lot of people watching from Melissa's stream. If my mods wouldn't mind dropping her channel in the chat. She's very close to her watch hours that she needs. So let's get her up there. Died listening to AB. Pleasantly surprised. Yep. About time, but it is what it is. We're coming with a little bit different angle, I think, but it's good to see Truth and Beauty. Hey, Ori, thank you for coming today. Deborah. Who else? Grey Wolf, always a pleasure. And Kimber, hey, Patriot Girl. April Lambert. I turned the Age of Attraction reunion off. Wow. I've never heard of that show, but respect. Sassy cat. Good to see you. Hey, mad as a catter. All right. So, okay. I'm going to pull this up first because this is kind of what started it. I heard rumblings the other day that my name was mentioned on Mike Damon's live stream. And when people were first, like, my mod group was first kind of telling me about it, we were all kind of confused because we were wondering, like, were they talking about shenanigans? Did they mean to say Charmaine? But it was pretty clear that no, they were talking about shenanigans or Charmaine. And I still didn't hear it. And then, so whatever, it happened again. And so I didn't give a shit, whatever. Because I'm very much type, like, I said what I said. If I said it while I was mad, maybe it's not how I would have said it to the person, but I don't give a shit. Exploit me. If you're going to do it, do it. Stop threatening. But then people are sending me stuff and I'm like, I didn't say any of that. What are they talking about? And then I heard that it was something Belinda said, that Charmaine said, that blah, 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 and they have an audio. So, okay, fine. So I reach out to Belinda, like, what did you tell Mike? And I mean, I can show you the screenshot, whatever. And she's like, I didn't tell Mike anything. He got pissed off, blocked me, blah, blah, whatever she said. And so that left me like, I wonder if I said something to somebody else and they sent an audio, and like, I wonder what it is. Because I said what I said. If I was mad enough to say it, I fucking said it. It's this that, like, I'm begging you, exploit me. Literally. But then, whatever. You know what? Water off a duck's back. I don't give a shit. Until, and again, don't really care, but this kind of irks me a little bit because on one of my videos, I get this from Mama Mac 316. You said to Belinda, you're going to get Anita. Who are you working for, Jack and Lilly or Belinda? You should be ashamed of yourself. Just like Shenanigans, who is she anyways? I don't trust any of yous. You're not in this for the babies. You nasty woman, just like Shenanigans. She's sus as fuck. What are you even talking about? Come to find out, this is a loyal follower of Mike Demand. We're all trash. We are the trash channels. And I can't believe that I'm being lumped into some of the actual trash. But it is what it is. Anyways, so do you have anything you want to say about that there, Melissa, while I pull this next one up?
Well, I want to say hi to everybody all at one time. And hi, Miss Bell. But they must not know you very well. Because you're not the type to, well, I didn't say that. And you know what, Mike, whoever, if you've got a recording, play it. Prove it, because we'll come with receipts. We don't have a problem with receipts. But those that want to run everybody down seem to have a problem with receipts. And you really better be careful who you're ticking off, because there's some receipts around that people really don't want out there.
I apologize. I didn't mean to. I was doing this for myself. That's right. Receipts are a big deal for me. For a lot of people, it doesn't matter because, you know, they just think their word is gold, which, whatever. You can think what you want. And now I've messed up already. Anyways, I want to play. I want to just kind of expose some lies today. I want to expose some lies today. And the first lie I'm going to expose is my own. Is my own bold-faced lie. Maybe I didn't realize it at the time that I was lying, But here is the first lie that I'm going to expose today by calling myself out. And this one is just kind of funny. So here we go. Here we go. Understood it? I am not playing a single second of that live stream here. I will never play a single second of that live stream here. However, that's how I took it. I do suggest. Never mind. That was a lie, because I will play a few seconds of that live stream here today, just to kind of, I want to play what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to come with a receipt to show you, to give you the other side of it, to allow you the opportunity to decide for yourself if the information is credible or if you believe what I'm showing you. If that makes sense. So anyways, that was just, that was the first lie that I'm exposing. Okay. So, okay. Do we remember this? 1 second. This is a different setup for me, so be patient here.
While you're finding that, I'm glad you're home. Are you hopefully getting settled back in and enjoying it, I hope?
I think I caught what you said there. I'm not sure, but was it about being back home? I am glad to be home.
Well, I asked if you were starting to get settled back in good and being home.
No. This is about the only area that's set up, and I'm going to be moving to the other side. Just because I don't want to be in Ian's way if he wants to like relax or watch TV or something. But so much unpacking to do. I will do a live stream tomorrow for the 11th month mark, obviously, and then I'm going to take a few days to, decompress and hopefully get to the bottom of some of these boxes and stuff. But yes, everybody, please be respectful in chat. My mods, if you see anything, just block people today if you want to. This is not the time or the place to, I guess, rake anybody over the coals, right? I want you to take this information that we're going to go over today and spread it around, because none of it is lies. I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you everything that I have. It's up to you whether you believe it or not. But I'm here to try to put into perspective what real credibility looks like and what it doesn't look like. So, and that's another thing too. When people come to me, and I guess I've been busy for a few days, but when people come to me and you complain to me about things that moderators or people who are always in my chats, the way they speak or conduct themselves in other channels, like, I'm not your keeper. I'm not going to tell you what to say and what not to say. Like, whatever. That's so irrelevant. All right. So here we are with this one. Do we all remember this? And I think everybody's going to be a little bit maybe surprised that all sides of this thing, I think when word got out that Charmaine was willing to put this information out there, that it's not like bygones are bygones with this stuff, but everybody is willing to give me what they had to try to, explain that sometimes. I did a poll, and so we're listening to Anita, and is it good because it keeps the conversation going? And the poll results showed that most of the people watching felt like, yeah, as long as it keeps the conversation going, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. But at some point, some of it becomes harmful. And for example, and this isn't something that I'm going to get into too much, so I don't have any receipts for you, but when Anita is accusing and including Hayden in all of the stories, Hayden at the time was an 18-year-old kid. And that doesn't mean that he's incapable of bad behavior or illegal activity. It doesn't. But does that give us, the public, the right to champion a smear campaign against a kid who has not been found guilty of any involvement? I think not. And I'm not comfortable with it. And I don't think it's right. And backing up a little bit, everybody knows that I was having communication with Major Crimes. And in my last email to them, my last response, I had to do something and then get back to them. And in that response, I had said, you know what, just FYI, I was told that this Anita Maxwell Johnson had been interviewed by Major Crimes, and she was told they didn't want her talking to the public about some of this information. And I didn't say anything bad about the coverage or anything, but I said, like, she is putting out some terrible information and a lot of accusations that I think, isn't for public consumption. And I didn't say exactly what, but I did point them to where to go to see what Anita was putting out. That was my involvement. That wasn't me saying, hey, you guys need to shut her up. That was me saying, hey, you guys, I don't know if she's aware that she's putting out information that could jeopardize your investigation, but you should be aware of it and you should go check it out just to make sure that it's all good. That's my involvement of trying to shut Anita up until today. So just putting that out there. But anyways, all right. Here we go. This is the first little bit of Mike Demands Live that I'm going to play, and then I'm going to follow it up with the other side of that, okay?
Us, Janie too, off the property immediately. If you clear the scene, then they can collect evidence properly. They had days and nights to creep around the way hillbilly widow people do into the woods and hide things. Another reason, wait a minute, Mike, I've waited a long time. Another reason why they're having difficulty in the case is you have everybody lying to cover for each other, and without possible collection of evidence. And I've watched enough shows and taught from my father to have a crime scene with no possible bodies, then you have to prove a crime occurred. And that means you have to have enough blood spatter. You have to have enough evidence that something occurred here. If they had days, and Janie's going to get mad at me for saying this, but sorry, Janie, when she refused and the officer was arguing with her to go into her RV bus and she wouldn't allow them, immediately my father would have had her arrested, obstruction of justice, and got a judge's order and cleared that area with a search warrant.
Right.
So I told the detectives how I felt. And you know what they said?
Tell me.
2 said they weren't here. 1 came from BC and 1's from Ontario. It's not their fault. The other one hung his head. He said, Anita, keep going. Where else did we go wrong? I said, how you're going about it. What do you mean? I said, you think hillbilly people are going to tell you secrets? No. You got to get an undercover cop to befriend them. You got to get someone to befriend Daniel. Malaya's looking for a man all the time. Get an undercover, nice-looking cop with a nice car. Oh, I forgot something else that bothers me, and it really irritates me. Hey, you're going to laugh. I'll tell it. I was at Cindy's house on a call, speaker, and it was a direct strike to me. Cheryl got Malaya to ask my son Jordan out on a date. My silly son, who I love, who is quiet and nice, went with her on a date. My Jordan, my son, my son.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Cheryl, let me finish. Cheryl sent that direct message to me. So I went to my son's work and told him, do not go out with Malaya. And why? Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. I had no idea who she was. All my friends told me I was crazy. No, you're not crazy. You don't watch TV. I love you. But I have an older son who's extremely, and that.
Wow. Right? Trying to set Christine is trying to set Anita's son up with Malaya. Anita freaked out about that, didn't she? Didn't she? Just a sec. So then, not so much of a two-way receipt, but just to kind of show that, you know, Cheryl Christine never had any contact with Anita's son. Ever, ever, ever. She sent me this. And because I'm not an asshole, I edited out his last name because it's nobody's business. But after Anita said that, Cheryl was like, what the hell? And she went ahead and sent him a message. Hi, is your mother Anita Maxwell? I wanted to clear up some bullshit that she is going around saying. Apparently I tried to hook you up with Malaya. I'm sorry, but I don't even know you. And that most certainly did not happen. I've never spoken to you in my life. I didn't even know your last name. I had to get someone else to find you on Facebook so I could get in contact with you. I'm not sure why your mother is going around saying these crazy things, but it's unacceptable. And then a couple of days later, she said, I assume my message went to your message request. So, I mean, doesn't look like she knew Jordan, whatever his face is, good enough to try to set him up with Malaya. I don't know. What do you think? Sounds to me like just something she made up. Why? Why would she do that? I don't understand. Has anybody ever had a pathological liar in their life? I have. Somebody that just lies to lie, just to see how much shit they can feed you before you actually start distrusting what she's saying. So let's hear from Melissa for a minute, and then we'll hit chat for a couple minutes before I go over to the next one, which includes Janie. So go ahead, Melissa. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, anybody can lie, right? Anita can lie, somebody else can lie. But when you look at the totality of all of it, how many times do you have to be told somebody is a liar with receipts for you to believe it? Like, and stop believing that person. And I think that's going to come out tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And so this one, the only thing that we could find was Anita saying that she had reached out to Janie. But I know that I've seen and heard somewhere Anita saying that she was talking to Janie, and Mike was he was clearly drunk and said, oh, I messed up with Janie. Please talk to me too, Janie, blah, 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 blah. So I asked to get some kind of proof from Janie that she wasn't talking to Anita. Because I had a hard time with it, because like at this point you got to think that Janie's going to be like a scared squirrel, right? She might come out and drop something, and she's going to go back into hiding because Mike fucked her over so bad. But anyway, none of my business. So, and again, I'm not an asshole, so I've blacked out Anita's phone number, which apparently she sends to everybody, which we'll get into. This is to Janie, okay? This is a screenshot that I took of the screen recording that I will play after, like once she scrolls up past the phone number, I'll play the screen recording so you can all see that there is no editing going on here. There is no anything other than me blocking out Anita's phone number. Just because, like I said, I'm not an asshole. So, just give me 1 sec to pull this up. I do not want to accidentally put her phone number out because that would make me a dick. She scrolls nice and slow. I would like to thank Janie actually for doing this. She didn't have to. None of them generally anymore feel the need that they have to prove anything to anybody. So I do appreciate that she did this. So again, this is directly after her phone number, and you're free to go back and take the screen recording off this live stream if you want. So just responding with question marks. Whoa! Fuck! God damn it. Now I'm going to have to go back and edit that. Not that I care. Everybody's already got it anyways. She sent, if you want her phone number, apparently all you have to do is message her, and that's the first thing she responds with. Because again, another thing I do not have a receipt for yet, but I will get it, is we all heard that, I think we heard that Daleen gave Jordan Anita's phone number to call and harass her and threaten her, when in reality she gave Jordan her phone number and asked him to call her, and they had a conversation that escalated, and we heard the really bad part of that, and there's no excuse for that. But we didn't hear the beginning of it, and we certainly didn't hear the following day when Jordan apologized to her and her husband accepted that apology. We never got to hear that, but we will. We will. And I will put it out as soon as I can. Anyway, I did my best with that. I mean, I don't give a fuck. What is she going to do? Like, I'm so sick to death of it. You guys, you never should have brought my name into it. You never should have brought my name into it. You think I'm stupid. You think I'm too nice for this shit, and I'm not. Exploit me. I don't care. Anyway, Melissa, how do you feel about that one?
Well, I look at it like this. They brought you into it. You have the receipts. So if her number's in there, well, darn, she shouldn't have sent it out.
And there, I mean, if we want to listen to like the big chase and stuff with Chance chasing her or whatever, the guy in the ski, what the fuck ever she said, does that make sense to anybody here? That you're so terrified that you're going to leave your house by yourself? Whatever. All right, next one. That terrible phone call that we heard when she was asking, is this Chance Lays? Is this Chance Lays? And all of that stuff that was said that I'm not going to repeat, I'm not going to play it here. When, not if, when I get a sample of Chance's actual voice, I will play it. But I don't think that was Chance. I don't. This was sent to me. Directly after that voice clip came out. He had no idea what was going on. LMFAO, I just had the RCMP at my door because apparently people have nothing better to do with their time. I don't know what it is, but people who are mentally fucked in the head love to blame me for everything and anything. So backstory of this BS Apparently, some Anita woman called the RCMP and told them I have been texting to her and accused me of assaulting her and harassing, and told them that I was planning a big mass shooting and that I have a house load of effing guns. Obviously, the RCMP, they take that stuff seriously, like immediately. A mass what? Of course they're going to go follow up. Of course they are. So first of all, here we go into the comments of that. People are just asking them like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I just thought this one was interesting as well. What the fuck? What a head. Chance said, never met this person in my life, never even heard that name before. Crazy thing, after the cops left, she actually messaged me, sent me a recording of a call she recorded saying it was me on the phone. LMFAO sounded like that nerdy professor off The Simpsons. Then she screenshot all my photos on my Facebook and sent them to me as like I've never seen my own photos before. It was pretty weird. I don't know. Like I said, does this prove anything or disprove anything? No. But now you have the other side of it. I don't think it was chance, you guys. I don't. But I'm working on getting a sample of his voice. Now, does it matter? To me it does, because I didn't believe everything, but I'd said a million times on my live stream that things that Anita says that she saw with her own eyes or heard happen while she was living in that house, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea to consider it. We can give her the benefit of the doubt for some of it until we start hearing about all of this other stuff. And all of a sudden, it wasn't about Jack and Lilly anymore. It became about her and her dramatic life and how she is instrumental in everything and she knows everything. What would you say if I told you that Wade has her blocked since February? I mean, has Wade come out and told anybody that publicly? No. Will he? I don't know. Hope so. Because there's an easy way to shut the bullshit down, right? When people, and I'm not just talking about Anita, there are other people who say, well, you know, I'm speaking because I'm good friends with this person, but that person just happens to think that they're full of shit, but they won't say anything publicly. They're the quickest, like I'm looking directly at Cindy, Malaya, people that knew, or Patty Durwood, and his shit, the stuff that he was saying. The quickest way to shut that down would have been for them to come out and say, whoa, this man is off his rocker. That would have been the quickest way to get rid of that. And the quickest way for this situation to have stopped would have been Wade to come out and say, whoa, that's not correct. This is not accurate. This woman is off her rocker. But instead, here we are on April 1st talking about fucking screenshots of bullshit in a case of 2 missing children. And some of the things that she has said, it's enough to make your skin crawl. Like truly. Truly. And I said we were going to hit chat. We'll do that. We'll do that after Melissa gives her thoughts. I'm a little worked up today. A little bit.
I really don't know what to say. Like, she just seems like she wants to be the center of the case. Almost as if, I don't know if she's just jealous because everybody else is getting attention or what it is, but she wants all eyes on her. I mean, she was even telling Mike, you shut up, I'm talking, basically. And it's like, you know, there's ways to do it and ways not to do it. And I don't trust anything she says personally.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody's thanking me for talking to the RCMP. Well, of course. Like, what else would you do if they phoned you? Would you? I mean, I didn't have a choice, but I didn't have any information for them. Somebody told them I had information for them, and I gave them absolutely everything I had. because there's just, and even if there was something there, it would have been tipped in long ago, which I have put tips in before. But you know what I mean? Like, the conversation was just about things that other people had said that I had. So, which is fine. They're welcome to it. But, I mean, of course I would. It appears some are successful in getting all the creators to attack each other. Sebastian Rogers, anyone? I mean, see, legal. This is not about me attacking anybody. This isn't about retaliation for me. They never should have brought my name into it. They never should have done it. Because I never tried to shut her up. I didn't. Right or wrong, I never did. So, if they kept me out of it, I would have stayed out of it. But as it is, here we are. Cheryl, good to see you. Hi, I'm sure they told you that. Gee, sounds like Chrissy Travers' line. Missing evidence. The police telling her to tell them what they did wrong. Some officers, Christine, will do stuff like that. It's like, okay, what else? What else do you think we've done wrong? Type thing. You know what I mean? And then as soon as she leaves the building, they laugh and say, well, maybe you should go get your fucking, diploma. Come be a cop then, Sherlock. Her father's a cop, but yet she trashes cops the other day. She did, yeah. Yeah. And I think an email to AB, I believe. Too bad I don't know who Jordan is. Right. Where's the direct message that she said, yeah. It seems to me like she doesn't have a single fucking receipt for anything. Did they expose me today, you guys? The ones that were watching Mike and Anita? Did they finally expose me? Whatever. I hope so. Anita's story, what she heard or witnessed, whether truth or not, were not her, nor were we there. That's true. That's true, but why is she making up all this other shit, Patriot? Why? Hey, Rad. Hey, everyone. Head is spinning. What's the truth? None of this stuff, and my whole point today here, you guys, is nothing she says has a thing to do with what happened to Jack and Lilly. Nothing. I'll show some more just random ones. I think they're random. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to show them all. But she goes on to say she never met them. She only knew Cindy and Malaya. She doesn't know anything at all. So, legend in her own mind. Anita is just the next line of defense for the guilty parties, in my opinion. Is Durwood your daddy, Anita? That's funny. But she's seriously just throwing everybody under the bus. At least Durwood was trying to point away from the families. She's dragging them all in, claiming incest and a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, she's harmful. Harmful. And like I said, the thing that I go back to with Hayden, we have no idea who this kid is. But we know he's a kid. And whether he's, done wrong in his life, that's for the courts. That's for the RCMP to decide. I don't think it's right to run a smear campaign on a kid who just turned legal age. Could affect the rest of his life because some woman said that he had serious involvement of all these terrible things. That I don't think that's right. I don't want a fucking thing to do with it. If it takes me stepping outside of my comfort zone to call it out and put it where it is, to, I guess, provoke them to exploit me, then this is the point that I'm at. And just lucky for them, it just happened to be on a week where I've got a little bit higher stress than normal. So, fuck them. Why would Cheryl want to set Malaya up with Anita's son? Wouldn't Malaya know him? I don't know. He's His poor kid, she used her own kid to spread lies. Her kid's name, Jordan, her son probably didn't have a fucking clue. Pathological, baby monkey. Like everyone was saying about Anita's and Wade's messages, they can be faked easily. They could be, but like I said, if it's true that Wade's had her blocked since February, it wouldn't take long for Wade to come out and say, you guys, this ain't right. I was willing to listen to Anita, but she's proven to be full of it. Anytime she asks anything, she says, I don't know, ask them. Drove me nuts. We'd ask a question about Cindy. Well, I don't know, go ask Cindy. How? How do you want us to do that? You claim to have these connections. She could also lie. She who? Anybody can lie. If Cheryl's messages went to requests, then she hasn't messaged him before. That's right. Right, he's never accepted a message from her before, correct? My ex-husband, yeah, I've got a couple of people. Not anymore. They're out of my life. The pathological liars, that's some kind of mental illness. I don't know what, but it is. It is. I'm clocked onto her from the start. Yeah. Tell me how someone who claims to know statement analysis language can't even hear all the inconsistencies. The thing about that, I cannot understand how everybody, their words are put under a microscope, but somehow this woman sidestepped every microscope he had, and she could do or say no wrong. To the point where he was willing to block a lot of us. He was willing to alienate a lot of us that talked to him and respected him. To the point where he had certain creators believing so much in his ability to detect lies that they were on board with it until recently. It makes my head spin. Like, how did she do that? You want to talk a master manipulator? And I don't know how, because a lot of us saw right through it. I wanted to give her room to tell her story, but she lost me at Costco. She lost me a little bit before that, but I mean, it was nothing to me. It was like no big deal until the shit started coming out. The stuff that she was telling AB was on a little different level, and probably telling the same stuff to Mike, but at least they were putting it out differently. But AB was putting it out as it was, and it's like, wow, this is not right. Shouldn't be doing that. Not in an active investigation. If it's true, no way. Because you're tainting the jury pool if it's true. You're basically destroying the chance of a successful prosecution down the road. And there's no way the RCMP would have been okay with that if it was true. I call these types fuck up fairies. It's very damaging if it gets out of hand. Yeah. And I mean, truthfully, I had this live stream scheduled, but it was supposed to go yesterday, just because, I mean, shit happens when I'm busy, and I had to move. I had to move provinces. So yeah, I have it was an actual illness for him. He had to lie about absolutely everything, even when there's no need. It was really bad, the trouble that was caused, hurt, pain. Yeah. She lied about her 17K ring or whatever she said it cost, and then she found it on Alibaba for $3. Sad. I mean, I'm not here just to interesting baby monkey for sure, but I mean that's just talking smack to talk smack. I don't care if she's broke or rich or whatever. People like to pretend they're one way, and That is what it is. I'm talking about the harmful, damaging shit that she's said to people's lives. Like it's possible that if it got out of hand, he could lose his job. And whether you like what you've heard about Chance Lays or not, he hasn't been found guilty of anything that she's accused him of. I don't think it's right to cost the guy his job. Till he's found guilty of something, then fuck him, but he hasn't. It's just people telling stories, no evidence in there. Like the screenshots? Didn't Anita say Janie called her and told her Daniel was coming for her? Yes. I hope that's all it is, Christine. She definitely exaggerates, but that is a little normal in storytelling, isn't it? Even if something is true at first. Okay, but some of it is just bold-faced lies, Tash. Lies. For no reason. Lying to lie.
I mean,
Please.
there's a difference between over exaggerating and straight up lying. If you're out fishing and you come in and you tell your buddies it was a 12-foot fish and it was really like a 6-inch fish, that's an over exaggeration. Going out and saying the fish was so big it ate my boat, but yet you're there, your boat's there, you weren't even out fishing that day, that's a lie. Like, there's a difference between over exaggerating a story and bold-faced lying and flat out slandering people that could do real world harm.
Yeah, and I'll keep coming back to Hayden. He's a kid. And I think if you've been in the true crime community long enough, you can see how, rumors and false statements and things that are just done online, because it's easy to talk shit behind a keyboard, can ruin lives. Like for the rest of his life, it could affect him. And if he's done something wrong, then, like I said, that's for the RCMP and the justice system to take care of. That's not for us to smear him all over social media, to me. Unless you've got proof of something like that for somebody like that who really, there's just no proof that he was there. I just don't see it. Don't see it. And sorry, and now to be going dark because she claims she's scared for her life. What is she scared of? What is she scared of? She didn't seem that terrified to me on that nasty call. Okay, please take over, Melissa, while I do.
Oh my, here she done turned it over to me again. Okay. So Kimberly said Shar and Melissa's the only ones that are in it for Lilly and Jack, and I have the utmost respect for, in my opinion. Thank you. She also says, hi, Charmaine and Melissa, everyone in chat just listening tonight. It's been a long day. Thank you for bringing receipts. Hey, that's one thing you can count on for here. Is we have no problems bringing receipts. We'll take it so long, and then when we come back at you, if you bring our names into it, we have no problem showing receipts. Exactly, Marie. Imagine blocking Jack and Lily's family and to use their case to profit off of in likes and subs and money. It's absolutely vile. Can't agree more. So I don't know. Let me go back up here. I don't know where Shar was. So let me go way back up here. That one. Women's Warrior says it sounds a bit like Fatal Attraction, in my opinion. Wade has frozen her out, and she's trying to damage his and Cindy's relationship and anyone Cindy cares about. facts. Can't say as I disagree. Thank you for everybody who is in my chat. Exactly. She has 0 receipts, 0 proof, and she flipped shit on anybody that had a legitimate question about the stuff that she was putting out there. Exactly. Families that have been charged of a crime have a right not to be exposed or slandered in public. Have not been. I agree. And I think a lot of what she is saying is slander and can come back on her. And I hope they do. Are you back?
I am. I'm just opening the rest of these screenshots. Do you just want to keep going through chat and I'll get all this open?
Okay, so I am sorry for anybody I skipped, but I skipped way down in chat. So yeah, she was telling everybody and don't come back, leave, and all that. I mean, she's just hurting his channel in the long run. I should clarify, I'm not saying you are attacking anyone. I meant as a successful in getting other creators to go against each other. Yeah. So I want to say thank you to Little Black Bear and thank you to Ron Mexico before I forget. Thank you for showing my channel. I flipped mics on for half of a second before this, and she was talking about somebody giving her more evidence about the four-wheelers involved, so she's still telling stories with no proof. That seems to be what she does best. Yeah, supposedly she watched Meadow, 4 hours? I think is what it came out as. Sounds like she needs to get a real life. Yeah. That it does. Then she says she's just guessing about certain things. You can read what it says. Ron Mexico is not Daniel, for everybody who thinks that it is. Tammy, that's not Daniel. He wouldn't exactly. Does anyone know for a fact that demand is a statement analysis? Not that I know of. He says he is, but any of us can claim that. There was a live months ago where somebody came in and asked for our qualifications, me, Sonny, and Charmaine, and I had no problem showing receipts for my qualifications on anything. This whole situation definitely showed us a lot about Mike, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's got his head so far up her rear end. He ripped Janie a new asshole and didn't play her whole video, just little pieces to make her look bad. Look at Anita. I mean, yeah, he's definitely been duped, and that will come back on him. April, no, you would have to ask him for his credentials. If Anita didn't know Chance Lays, how would he come up as a contact in her phone, made up contact? I mean, I can go in and change anybody's name in my phone to Chance Lays. That doesn't mean it's really Chance Lays. Never know, he doesn't like me for reason, never did a thing, but want justice for Jack and Lilly. I think we all do. Yeah, I definitely think AB's over him. Mike will play us a tune on his keyboard when this is all said and done. Well, I think he's going to be eating some crow, but that's my opinion. She is love bombing him. Maybe. I mean, he is giving her a place to speak. It has become the Anita show, not the Mike Demand statement analysis or anything else. It's definitely become, in my opinion, the Anita show. Think about how Madam A shopped her story around until she got someone to bite. Ask yourself why. because those of us that care about facts and do our due diligence and look into things and verify things won't give her the time of day. He is crazy. I got myself hidden in a few channels now. Mike was one of them, one of the first. Guess I'm too combative. No, you're a family member that is looking for a missing loved one, and they can't stand somebody saying something different than what they believe. She's made many accusations about many people in both families that aren't truthful. Yes, like I said a while ago, how many times does somebody have to lie to you or not have proof of what they're saying before you eventually say, yep, we're not going to believe anything you say anymore? Wonder if Nancy checked other websites because it's very popular. Ring design. I've seen similar ones everywhere, from winners to people's diamonds. I don't care about her ring. Like, she can say it's a $17,000 ring that she got at the Dollar Tree for $1. I don't care. It's what she's saying about Jack and Lilly that is hurting the case, not how much a ring cost, in my opinion. Statement analysis is widely accepted as a pseudoscience. It lacks reliability and validity by the scientific community. I was delighted someone was talking until I listened. She came in like a extra on Sopranos. I think she did what she intended to do, chaos and diversion. Well, here's the thing. If what she's saying, right, and she's saying it publicly, and this goes to court, she's getting her 5 minutes of fame right now. But she's damaging the case because you're throwing out all these theories and you're just handing a defense. Oh, well, we'll use that and we'll use her to back up what she said. I mean, if you don't have receipts and you can't prove what you're saying is true, you might think about how that's going to affect a case, or whether or not you're going to get called into trial and they're going to put you on the stand. Are you going to say it under oath? Are you willing to say that statement under perjury? Probably not. And yes, Timu has replicas. I mean, let's see. Yeah, she said some crap about Belinda as well. She's not gone dark. She's on mics right now with a brand new story. It would not surprise me. The problem is that people getting involved are remaining the mysterious instead of letting the public get to know them the way Belinda has. It makes people start filling in the blanks themselves, and it's dangerous. I mean, along with, while you're doing that, you're just straight up lying about people. Once a person misrepresents themselves, what does that say? Not credible, right? Once a person shows you their true colors, believe them.
Okay. Truth and Beauty. What's her story now? Apparently, Daniel owes the Hells Angels money, but Anita, owes Malaya an apology. That they wanted to take Daniel's kids and didn't because they weren't there, and Jack and Lilly were, so they took them instead. Really? That's her new story? What about all the shit that she said about Cindy's? We should do this now then. We should do this now. Go ahead.
So let me just say this. Anita, you're getting dangerously close, and I know you're probably not listening, and I really don't care. Somebody will screen record this and send it to you, I'm sure. You are getting dangerously close, and this is not a threat. But if you continue bringing in things like the Hells Angels, which is a prolific biker gang that doesn't care and will take you out, don't come crying to everybody that you're scared for your life, because you have brought it on yourself. Stop bringing people into this and then playing the victim. And I better mute myself before I say anything else on that one.
Yeah, exactly. But apparently her husband or ex-husband is a former outlaw. I don't know. I shouldn't say. She's said so much, I can't keep it straight. But not a good idea to bring them into this with that kind of accusation. It's amazing, though. Good job. Good job.
No,
That's thinking.
because
That's good
bikers are notorious for not hurting children. They're known for helping children. But if you continue to bring them into these stories and accusing them of things they don't do, they're not going to have a problem coming after a grown woman.
And I'm not saying I'm not affiliated, but friends of mine are kind of like a 6 degrees of separation type thing. And I know that some of them watch this. So if this is like for real, big mistake. Huge. Anyways, moving on. Like I said, these next few screenshots are going to be I not in order and not complete, but just kind of interesting to see the types of things that she admits in conversations with people she doesn't know. Okay? Keep that in mind. This person reached out. Just reached out. Like I did back in May when I reached out to Daniel, just saying, hey, I see you. We see you. Can't believe that you're doing this, going through this. We see. Same situation. Not that long ago. Just reached out to Anita, showing some support. So anyways, never met them. Only know Cindy and Malaya. I'm guessing to help hide the evidence or were there when something happened. Can't say. I'm guessing on incest. She didn't say that on Mike's. She straight up accused them of incest. Straight up. Jordan is evil. He's involved. Satanic music he sent daily to us. And Darren was sleeping with Janie. What does that have to do with Jack and Lilly being missing? All messed up drug addicts. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Next. Because I know both her children may face life in prison. Blah, blah, blah. How could she live with herself? They're her grandbabies. They want to really kill me. People don't believe that. She barely saw kids. She didn't like them, Cody's kids. Cindy really is slow, like since a child. Nice friend. Nice friend. Told him to leave her. She's going to jail. She could tell the truth. She's hurting us. Selfish. She could say it's a huge mess. Tell her part. And then I believe she helped hide evidence. That's another accusation. You're both doing the right thing. I assume talking about Wade. He's 2 hours from me. His sister loves him. I pulled away. He was still seeing Cindy. He's in a tough spot. Told him to leave her. She's going to jail. Remember, Wade blocked her. She could tell the truth. She said, oh, there it is. Okay, that's falling in line. Oh, and that's the last one. What is this? You guys are going to have a lot more of her lies after today's live with MD. She's said so much again over the last half hour. I'm not doing this again. Like I said, they never should have brought my name into it, and I don't think that Mike Demand did on his own. This was Anita, for whatever reason, decided to say that I was the enemy and brought my name into it. And fuck that. Don't do it. Just leave me out of your bullshit. I try my best to stay away from this stuff. But if I have the opportunity to call you out, and instead of you putting into question my credibility, because I don't try to build credibility because we're trying to sort through the bullshit together as a group here. I don't do anything to be the source to come to for information. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to make it make sense with the people that want to watch my channel. That's what we do here. But you're going to pull me into your bullshit and threaten me, threaten to expose me. Those are their words. I'm begging you, expose me, because I didn't say shit. And even if I did, I said what I said. Anyways, thoughts on those latest screenshots, Melissa?
Not so much thoughts on the screenshots as much as if you said it, play it. If you have the receipts, Anita or Mike, if you have the receipts, play it. Dare you.
April, there are no messages from Janie. She claims to have talked to Janie, and Janie sent a screen recording showing that Anita has been trying to reach out to her, but Janie responds with question marks. And if this doesn't kind of send a little bit of a stronger message that we have Janie, we have Cheryl, we have people from Daniel's side, camp, whatever, all working together to say that, listen, this woman is not giving factual information. She is hurting. It's got nothing to do with what happened with Jack and Lilly. She is taking the focus and destroying people's names and their lives for nothing. And when they're all not even able to, I guess, work together to find the kids, but they're able to come together for this, that to me says something, in my opinion. All right. Mike's a grown man. His channel, his mistakes. He'll never own up to them. Never. None of us will ever hear an apology. Not like AB was, good enough to apologize publicly. Mike DeMann will never do that. I have no clue, Bonnie. Not a clue. And anyways, let's play that just so that everybody knows what I'm talking about, because floored me. Oh, what Charmaine said. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I did have it ready, and then I had to close everything off. So,
The only person.
Okay. Let me share it. Might as well. Probably should have done this before, but who cares? Really, none of it means anything. And that's why I wanted to make sure everybody understood this live stream is not about Jack and Lilly. This is about getting rid of the unnecessary noise. Like a lot of shit, a lot of the noise we deal with and we sort through because that's just what we do. But this is all unnecessary. Somebody inserted themselves with no value whatsoever. Hey, bud. He needs to go out. So while I'm playing this, I'm going to put him out.
I think she forgot to add it to the stage.
And he actually has a compass, which is he's not just an ass washer who, tries to network with other ass washers to make some money, and that's what they're doing. And remember what Charmaine said in that audio when she said, "Oh, don't worry, Shenanigans is going to handle her." Remember that? You got the audio. We're going to play it. So we're going to
she's so angry. She wants to get rid of me.
Well, and they told Belinda, "Don't worry, we're going to get rid of her for you." So this is what I want you to understand. And I changed, I knew who Belinda is. I've known that for about 4 or 5 months. But when she made that comment on AB's channel where she said, "Well, he said he's sorry. I told Daleen to..." Oh, she's playing you. She's playing you, people. Why would she do it? Well, intention detection comes at the end. I know why she's doing it. And so does
I can't. Did y'all see
The
that?
only
Did y'all
person
hear
who
that?
ever had balls is a
No, because
What?
you did not have it added to stage when you walked off. So we missed like the first half of it.
Crying out loud. Fine. Okay, I'll play it again. Sorry.
the only person who ever stood up. And when he made this one video about how much of a fraud that one day search was, that's when I changed. That's when I realized, wow, he's different. He's on the right track. He may get it wrong here and there, as we, but you know what? He's on the right track, and he actually has a compass, which is he's not just an ass washer who, tries to network with other ass washers to make some money, and that's what they're doing. And remember what Charmaine said in that audio when she said, "Oh, don't worry, Shenanigans is going to handle her." Remember that? You got the audio. We're going to play it. So we're going to when
she's so angry. She wants to get rid of me.
Well, and they told Belinda, "Don't worry, we're going to get rid of her for you." So this is what I want you to understand. And I changed, I knew who Belinda is. I've known that for about 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
I don't remember saying anything like that. I don't remember putting my faith in Shenanigans to get rid of Anita, nor do I remember feeling the need to get rid of Anita. People bury themselves, and here we are. And since nobody else was coming out with any kind of questions for her, you just let it ride. And then now here we are, we've got all these receipts for her to, and maybe she has answers for all this stuff, but I'm putting it out there. Clear it up. Clear it up. If none of this is lies, clear it up. And I'm begging you, let's hear the audio, because Belinda doesn't remember telling you shit. And like I said, I have no recollection of telling anybody that Shenanigans was going to take care of Anita. And I don't recall being so angry at Anita that I wanted to get rid of her. I don't need to do that. She's done a fine job all on her own. If you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to AB, because he's also done with her shit. I think he's giving them far too much credit still. He's still being too kind, but he's seeing it. He saw it. Clued in. It's a matter of time before Mike blocks her and moves on as though it never happened. That's what I foresee happening for that channel. But it is what it is. What are your thoughts on that? Do you recall me ever being so angry at shit Anita was saying that I wanted what's her face there? Shenanigans to take care of her for Belinda?
Nope, can't say as I've ever heard you say that, but like Marie said, play the audio then. If you have it, play it. Let's hear it. I mean, I know with AI, they could make you sound like you're saying it. I get that. But I know for a fact, I've never once heard you say that. And we've had conversations behind the scenes about many a people, but never that I've heard. But play it. If you actually have it, play it. You can't play it because you don't have it, or you won't play it because you know it's false. Stop dragging people into this. Somebody said a little bit ago on my channel that, Jack and Lilly are getting lost in all this. And they're right. All Anita wants is her 5 minutes. Okay, you've had it. You've said your piece. We can clearly prove that you're a liar. And now you have no credibility with anybody who actually digs in and does their homework.
I had an app, still do, but it's fucking expensive because I don't have time in the day to sit and read a book or When I got it, it was when my brother and I were writing the book, and it was Speechify, and I've talked about it before. It's amazing, but it is a AI voice, so you can have a book, a story read to you in Snoop Dogg's voice, or in Gwyneth Paltrow, or some like sexy Australian man, whatever. But you can also record your own voice and have your own voice read something back to you. And I did that. And does it sound like me? Yes. Cadence is wrong. Some of the pronunciations are wrong. So if somebody uses AI to try to make it sound like I've said something, I'll prove that it's not me. And if you watch me, you've heard me talk way too much, granted, and I get it and I fucking agree. But it's not me, because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Why would I think Shenanigans would take care of Anita? In my opinion, she's having a hard enough time taking care of herself. Honestly. Did I say that out loud? My bad. I said what I said. Anyway. You're muting and unmuting me. What's going on? Do you want to talk? Go. You go.
I did mute and unmute you.
Oh, it's the screen. I see what's happening here. So, I mean, like I said, hopefully I have got more coming. I've got no reason to not believe that. And because I've heard it from day one that Anita gave Jordan her phone number, and it wasn't just this quick Jordan style message, call her on Facebook Messenger and freak the fuck out, and then that was it. It was a recorded phone call that started a certain way, escalated, he did what he did, and then apologized for it, and the apology was accepted, and we never heard any of that. And I'm hoping we do. We may not, because he allegedly may or not be looking at a defamation suit of his own with that stuff. But even a screenshot showing you guys that she sent him her number, that means something to me. Because if something starts on a lie, to me, the rest of it has to be thrown out. So, and I'm not saying the way Jordan talked to her was okay, because it wasn't. It wasn't. And the voice note that she got, that disgusting one we heard the other day, that I don't think was Chance Lays, no excuse for that. That is horrible. But why lie about stuff? Something is bad enough on its own. There's no reason to lie about it. And I'm not just saying confused. I'm not saying she got this or that wrong. I'm not saying that she misheard things. I am saying some of this stuff she straight up made up and lied. And I cannot for the life of me find her motive other than 15 minutes of fame, being the center of attention. What is her motive? And fuck, why'd you have to bring my name into it? I'm mad at you for that, Anita.
I mean, if you're going to bring somebody's name into it and you're going to say you have something, then back up what you're saying. And she can't do that. Plain and simple. She just can't.
What is this? Who sent this to me? Chance Lays. Show me the message from Jordan saying that it was me and I will call you. I'm not sure. Fuck, man. Guys, Chance, why are you going to Mike Demand? You guys, allegedly, Chance Lays is over there. Unless it's the fake profile that Anita had messages from. I will call, but you have to show me the message from Jordan stating that it was me. Show us first and I will make the call. Why call the cops on me for doing a mass shooting? How do you know my voice to make the claim it was me? Do you have proof before that claim? How was I home when the cops came to my house? Did I transform my Honda into a jet? After, if it was a minivan? I didn't make a car. I mean, I get it that you want to confront your accuser, but he's never going to believe you, Chance. Somebody needs to get a hold of him and tell him not to waste his time. And Gren, no, I don't think so. I want to keep this stream not about Jack and Lilly, and I think a new reward is about Jack and Lilly. We'll talk about it tomorrow if you think that's a good idea, but what do you think of that? Chance Lays over in Mike Demand's chat.
Well, I mean, I get wanting to call her out, but, I think if you're going to come out and talk, I wouldn't go to his channel, but that's just me. Do you, boo? But I wouldn't go there.
I do really have the best moderators on the planet. In my opinion, everyone has a story that they think leads to almost the end of story, except the page we and the RCMP want is ripped out. This is all diversion. I don't think this is diversion, Lynn. I think this is somebody with a personality disorder. I absolutely do. And yeah, I said what I said. There was a comment to A on another channel. I was politely saying, see, you don't want to be a... At least Char lets people know this live was going to be a shit show and not Jack and Lilly, just background drama. Just to put it to rest once and for all. Like, after this, I don't want to hear or talk about Anita at all. Like, she's getting her 15 minutes on this channel only because they brought up my name. And even if they end up exploiting me, I'm just, I'm saying first, I said what I said and I stand by it. Fuck you. I don't care. Because I know I've never said anything about Anita and shenanigans in the same fucking sentence. Bullshit. She has a whole new story tonight on Mike's. Yeah, I went through that already. What happened to the teamwork to finding the kids? These stories are getting the YouTube friends fighting to find the kids, all fighting. I think that's what the storytellers want. It is what it is. In my opinion, there is no fighting amongst creators. We've just all decided to do our own thing. One of them seems to have an issue with me and Melissa, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with looking for Jack and Lilly. It's got everything to do with different morals, different values, different things that we find important. Things that I'm not comfortable airing, but I mean, it's for Melissa if she wants to. Belinda believes. Hope he calls her out. He's there. He's trying, but Mike is gonna, well, he won't block him. He won't block him. Yes, they would, Seaweed, and that is why I told them, because I was already under the impression that the major crimes asked her not to discuss the information she was sharing. That's what I was told when I asked for the interview. And then to hear a couple of weeks later she's on Mike Demand, I was like, Peh, all right. Didn't care. Didn't see the point, but didn't care until AB started airing the emails she was sending to him and the horrifying things that she was telling him. And then I still didn't talk about it. I still didn't publicly come on my live stream and say she needs to shut the fuck up. No, I told Major Crimes that they needed to check it out and decide for themselves if she should be talking about that stuff. He's calling her out. He's making them both look like idiots. Who? Mike Demand? Or no, it's got to be Chance, because Mike Demand won't call her out. Hello. Good to see you. Because of all of this bullshit, this makes me feel the kids didn't just wander off. This is grown-ass adults who know the truth and are making a mockery of it. Disgusting. We're discussing right now Anita's stuff, and only Anita's stuff, because it is so far disconnected from what actually went on, in my opinion, that they don't deserve the same airtime. Like I said, after this live stream, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want nothing to do with anything that Anita or Mike Demand has to say about Jack and Lily's disappearance. That's it. This is it. The end. Please continue for a minute, Melissa.
So for me, at this point, anything that Mike Demand says doesn't matter, because he's shown to me where his priorities are and where he puts truth versus slander. Just saying. It's sad that many people back home, Newfoundland, I'm assuming is NL, don't even know much, if anything, about Jack and Lily. My family does, because I vent and talk to them about it often. I think it's wonderful it's now on billboards. Too bad it was on earlier, but better late than never. Let me scroll back up. Exactly, Kelly. The only thing we want is the truth. And that's it. Melissa, the alleged Chance just said, show me a message, then he will call.
Yeah, so apparently, from what I'm reading, she said Jordan sent her a message saying that it was Chance. And what do you mean he and Anita left chat? Explain, please. The show ended? Oh, that's nice. Anita just dropped off and Mike just ended the live again. Mike is backpedaling. Why? Like, I don't know how he could keep moving forward with any of the shit. How could you? And keep any kind of credibility? Like, you, at some point, you would feel like a fool. I think that he was saying, that's exactly it, women. And I know you're asking Melissa, but that's exactly what he was doing. He was saying, okay, so if Jordan is the one that told you it was me, show me the message and I'll call you. And I'll prove to you that it wasn't me. But why would he do that just to appease her? Going over there was a mistake. They're a couple of fucking menaces over there. Gullible, naive, and dangerous. What a weird encounter that was. They both dropped off. I appreciate that. I just feel like pissed off. Yeah, Harley is. This is Harley. He does this when we first get home. He has to let all the animals in the forest know that he's home. So, Anita could not provide Jordan messages because there were none. There were none. On the bright side, we got the kids added to 50 billboards along Nova Scotia. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I purchased 10 keychains. And when they get here, I'm going to do giveaways. So, Jack and Lilly keychains. Anyways. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I mean, like I said, I did not want this live stream to be mixed up and convoluted with Jack and Lilly stuff. Like anything that matters. This shit is just airing out some grievances, showing some receipts, and then hopefully allowing us all to move on and not look back. Because it's not even noise in this case. It is just bullshit. So, anything else? And just to be fair, when my intro was playing, Harley came up and stood behind me. He was excited to see you all. I just wanted you all to know that. So, go ahead, Melissa.
I really just don't have anything to say. I mean, receipts are receipts. If you have them, you have them. If you don't, you don't. Stop with the lies. Stop with the bullshit. And get back to what's important. Stop pulling people into your lies like Charmaine. Charmaine has never said any of the things that you say she has. Or you wouldn't have a problem producing on the spot receipts.
Helicopter Grandma, you're going to make me do this again? And I will. I don't mind. It's wonderful. I don't mind whatsoever because I can, like I said, if I said it, I'd stand by it. However, I never said it. Never, ever, ever said it. And if somebody is claiming to have a recording of a phone call, I need to hear it because very few people do I talk on the phone with, and the people that I would talk on the phone with, I wouldn't say this kind of shit to. And even if it was a bad day and I was pissed off, the people that they wouldn't give it to fucking Anita or Mike Demand, number one. And even if they did, and I did in some universe be pissed off enough to say something this stupid, no offense, shenanigans, but it's stupid to think that I expect you to take care of whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Listen up. Okay? Helicopter Grandma, this is the last time I'm going to play it.
Person who ever had balls is A Balance. He's the only person who ever stood up, and when he made this one video about how much of a fraud that one day search was, that's when I realized, wow, he's different. He's on the right track. He may get it wrong here and there, as we, but you know what? He's on the right track, and he actually has a compass, which is, he's not just an ass washer who, tries to network with other ass washers to make some money, and that's what they're doing. And remember what Charmaine said in that audio when she said, "Oh, don't worry, shenanigans is going to handle her." Remember that? You got the audio. We're gonna play it. So we're gonna
She's so angry. She wants to get rid of me.
Well, and they told Belinda, "Don't worry, we're gonna get rid of her for you." So this is what I want you to understand. And I changed. I knew who Belinda is. I've known that for about 4 or 5 months. But when she made that comment on AB's channel where she said, "Well, he said he's sorry. I told Aileen to..." Oh, she's playing you. She's playing you, people. Why would she do it? Well, intention detection comes at the end. I know why she's doing it. And so does Anita. But
Did you hear it that time? Yeah, I saw Mike Demand's April Fool's video. Classy. Very, very classy. This is Women's Warrior. Would it be okay for me to do the favor? Yes. Yes. Please. Yes, I will. I'll pull it up in just 1 minute. Melissa, I'm going to star this comment, and before we go, can you remind me? Because I'm going to forget in about 2 seconds flat. But yes, Women's Warrior, I will do that. Good to know, though. Thank you for letting us know Deafening Silence is Women's Warrior, because there was some talk people thought you were tint at one point. The word Anita said generational what? What does that have to do with Jack and Lilly? Nothing. With the AI now and the hours you spend on live, someone could AI duplicate your voice, Char, make fake recordings. I still feel like Trail Hiker, I could tell. Like I said, I recorded myself and plunked it into Speechify and had my own voice read back to me, and it made me giggle because it sounded so professional, and I don't have that kind of professional cadence about me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think I could tell. I didn't see the live tonight, but I mean, his breaking news April Fool's joke saying Daniel and Justin killed the kids. So gross. AB isn't with AB tonight. You feeling okay? Remember what Charmaine did? No, and Charmaine doesn't even remember what she said. He only knew who Belinda was for 4 or 5 months. No, he's saying he clued into how shady Belinda was after 4 or 5 months. That's what he's saying. Just like he's still searching the ocean for the kids or whatever he thinks now. I don't know. Like I said, had they not brought up my name, I never would have thought anything. Joe Hunter, thanks for being here. Hope everything is going okay. Okay. No, I know. Yeah. No, like I said at the beginning, I was pleasantly surprised at AB's coverage today. I think he's been on to like suspicious for a few days, but to actually have him come out and confirm today was, you could kind of breathe a sigh of relief. Like finally somebody sees it. And I was somewhat relieved that he did it before I was able to start my live stream. So she sidestepped Mike D because he fell for it. So sad. Manipulation. But in my opinion, Mike D talked to Janie, and now here comes Anita. That one lit live when Mike D fell asleep concerned me. He passed out drunk, helicopter. Drunk. It's all good. It's all good. Totally stepping outside of my comfort zone today to do what I did. But you know what? I stand by every word. I showed receipts. And if I can get more, like I said, from Jordan, I think that's important as well. Just to show that Anita is the one that gave her number to Jordan and asked him to call her. She has been actively trying to insert herself into the circle of people on all sides since who knows when. So, and I showed you the screenshots of her talking to just some random person that, you know, reached out to her, and she was supposedly this great friend to Cindy, and basically calling Cindy a slow coach to a perfect stranger. Nice. That's really all I need to know about this lady, woman. person, whatever. And the Costco story, why? Why? I don't get it. Never did. But it's none of my business until you brought my name into it. But anyway, I don't really have anything else. Do you? Is it usually very calm and composed how Anita said you were so angry? Yeah. It didn't happen. Magdalena, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Melissa, please say some words because I'm going to call it. I know I'm going to get some backlash. And last week when I planned on doing this live and I started collecting all of these receipts, and people have voice notes of me saying I'm probably torpedoing my fucking channel by doing this, but I don't care. I've had enough. It has to stop. It just has to stop. So if I get more messages telling me that I'm a nasty, nasty woman, it is what it is. I explained to, and I can't remember who, no offense, but I can't remember who, but today I explained to somebody that I don't even know if when this case comes to a close that I would continue on with my channel. And I think that's why I'm not overly concerned with, please like and share and sub and blah, 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 and all the shit that YouTubers are supposed to do, because I understand that my audience is basically about Jack and Lilly. Yeah, there's a few that followed me over from Sunny's from before this, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is something that I want to do after we figure this out, after Jack and Lily's case comes to a close. So, I mean, I don't need to be playing these games on YouTube, and I will not stroke an ego or lick an asshole or whatever Anita likes to say. Bizarre. But I won't play that. You keep my name out your mouth and we won't have a problem. Otherwise, this is what it is. I'm sorry for asking you to talk and then babbling some more. You go ahead, Melissa, and then we'll hit chat and then we'll end it.
I really don't have anything to say. I mean, I've said it before, and if I've said it once, I've said it 10 times in this live. If you have the receipts, show them. If not, shut your pie hole. Because if you were truly legit and had legit information in this case, you would not have to be trying so hard to insert yourself into it and trying to make people believe you. That's just how it is. And like I said, if people want to play, there's receipts that people don't want out there because it will torpedo their channel to some degree. But I'll just say that they know, if they're watching, they know who I'm talking about. Let's just say I got the receipts. I'm not afraid to show them. And if you people want to continue, then I will. And it's out of respect for Shar and somebody else that I haven't come out and shown those receipts yet. Keyword there, yet.
And I can't wait for the day. I really can't, because, you try to move on from the bullshit and you try to just do your own thing and your name just keeps getting dragged down. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're all allowed to have our own opinions on things. Whereas Kent, not a clue. I know that he is alive, even though, I heard AB kind of went off on Kent again today. Came out of nowhere. I don't know for sure, but I think it did. But anyways, I did see on Facebook that he was sharing something about baseball or something. I don't know. Let me see. They're all there. I told you guys this is camaraderie today. This is everybody coming together for a common goal. And, yeah, it is what it is, you guys. Okay, hit and chat for a minute, and then we are going to, what is this? One sec.
Don't forget to do the favor for
Oh,
Women's
shit.
Warrior.
Right. So I have to pull up the right email for that. All right. Okay. She was in Mike's being her same old self. Costco, total BS. Agreed. I wish the RCMP would come out and say not relevant. So I have it on relatively meh. I can't really say that, but I've been told that the RCMP are planning on doing just an update release. So at least that'll give people something to talk about, new numbers, you know what I mean, updates. I don't think it's likely that they're going to give us like an investigation update other than how many tips, how many tasks, and all of the stuff that they usually will come out with every few months. But you're right, Julie, it makes a world of difference when they're able to come out and say, look, this didn't happen or that didn't happen. But because they haven't, just shows me that nothing is off the table. But these specific accusations, accusing specific people of doing specific acts to those children, to Jack and Lilly, is wrong. Even if it was true, it shouldn't be out in the public. And that's why I took it to Major Crimes. It wasn't to shut her up. It was just to say, hey, yo, you know, if this stuff is real, your jury pool is being tainted as we speak. Go check it out. You know what I mean? So they're not going to address any of the bullshit is the point. I thought MD sounded impaired this evening, similar to the other live. I mean, I would. I don't even drink, and I would if I'd fallen for something that hard and blocked dozens of people who I trusted, people who I had long conversations with for months on end because they questioned some woman. So now I block them because I don't know why. I don't even want to say it, but everybody's answering who that is. Funny. Yeah, and then she backtracked that the next day or whenever it was. Medicate her. Yeah. Far from nasty. I feel like today I was kind of nasty. I do have it in me to be nasty. Even if you guys don't think this was nasty, I can be. Apparently, my idea of nasty and your idea of nasty are two different things if you don't think, because I think I was. You think I was rational? Glad you got whatever out, Char, saying goodnight. Good night. I thought I was... What? Keep your faith. Your intentions are to be commended. I appreciate that. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for doing that for Melissa. And like I said, you guys, if you're watching the replay, go watch it on Melissa's channel. Help her get them watch hours up. Let's do this. And the chance supposed to call and running from some guys at her house wasn't for me. However, AB said much of the info A said was a lot of what was mostly out there. Right. And that's what I put out when the first time that I brought up Anita. Everything that I said was either put out by Monsters of Sabotage or was on her Facebook already. It was already public. But the stuff that Mike DeMann has been putting out, that Anita's been saying, and particularly the stuff that AB was able to put out via emails from Anita, was the stuff that I was under the understanding that she wasn't supposed to be sharing. So, you know. Sinister, thank you so much. I will get to the super chat, you guys. I'm sorry today I've been a little distracted, a little wound up, but I appreciate everybody. You guys are fucking amazing. Joe Neal, good to see you. There's definitely not going to be a jury. Pretty sure there's not one person not aware of the case. There is, however, it's still possible to get a jury, to seat a jury. All they have to do is be open-minded to evidence, be willing to reserve judgment based on the evidence. And that's, in a nutshell, the questions are for the jury. And who knows, whoever is guilty or whoever is arrested, they could choose to do a bench trial, like a judge only. They could choose that. It was the right thing to do, contacting the RCMP. I was feeling ill as a victim's advocate. It was concerning, to say the least, so thank you very much, Charmaine. You're welcome. What'd I say? What's so funny? I'm trying to be serious, April. This is serious. This is serious. Do not fuck with me. Char, as another redhead Taurus, yes, you were very rational. Fair enough. We don't know if it's jury or just judge or no contest, depends on what they have. We don't know who did it or if anybody will ever be charged. We don't know if they wandered off. We don't know if they were abducted from the end of the driveway. We don't know. And my issue was the specific, horrendous accusations thrown at everybody and anybody that has even come into contact with Daniel or Malaya was dangerous and stupid. Stupid. Shar thinks she's nasty. We all think she was sweet as pie. Fuck you, man. I can be nasty. I don't think the Crown will end up dropping it, but I'm willing to wait to see the evidence if we ever do. But this is what I mean. I am not built for jury duty because I do have my own preconceived convictions, right? However, I am sure that there are 12 people who are much more open, and that's saying something because I find I'm open. But if I think I know something, it's hard to change my mind. It really is. But the Crown's not going to drop anything. They proceeded under indictment. I think you're going to see this last, I guess, appearance by Daniel's lawyer. They have, the Crown has to provide all of the discovery. So, but I think what you'll see next is a not guilty plea. And like I said, then trial will be scheduled and you'll have all the hearings and motions and blah, blah, blah. Would you not think if she talked to the RCMP, they would not tell her not to talk? Yes, I do. And that's why I reached out to them, helicopter, because I thought they did. But they didn't shut her up. They didn't say anything to her. So that tells me they don't care. They didn't give a shit what she was saying. And why is that? Ask yourself, why is that? Good question, helicopter. On AJ, Char has never shown nastiness. Oh, really? Cool. Fun side story before I get to this email that I said that I'd do. I have it up so I won't forget. I got a message today. Blew my mind. It was somebody on Messenger and it came through just like when you guys messaged me, just, you know what, I might have some information for you. If you want to talk, here's my number, reach out. Well, the number started with 622. And that is a Fox Creek, Alberta number where I lived for 23 years. And I looked at the name and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I scrolled up. Sure enough, same person, known them for years, had no idea she watched me. If you're watching, hey, wish you would have told me that. But we'll talk soon. Anyway, fun side story. Hey, my hair may be black, but it's red underneath, and I know the crazy that lives inside us that can come out when needed. Thank you to you and Melissa for the live. Missed you the last few days. Yeah. All right. It's 1 a.m. I am so sorry, you guys. Just life is hectic right now. So, all right. All right. Women's Warrior. Okay, so Women's Warrior, her channel is Deafening Silence 2025. I don't know if one of my mods can go see if it's up and running. If it is, plunk it in the chat. And okay. And you know, she's wondering if some of my mods would be interested in modding for her. So you guys can let me know if you're into it. Just shoot me a message and I will let her know who's on board and get you guys in contact and see if you can dig up her channel, Deafening Silence 2025. And she's just hoping to raise some awareness. And I don't think it's just simply about Jack and Lily. It's you know, all children. So good for you. I wish you nothing but success, Women's Warrior. There she is right there. Go sub up. And again, if you don't mind being a right. And then Helicopter, if you missed it, I showed the screenshot where Anita said that she's just guessing on the incest, but she has no problem putting it out as fact. It's deplorable. Deplorable. What? Michael, good to see you. I hope you don't mind me asking this off topic. What's going on with this gentleman from Arizona who's been missing? They called him the general. He was in the service. I don't know. If you have a way to reach out to me, my email is ticking across the bottom. If you have information, by all means, send it over. If there's any way we can help, I will, I will definitely check that out. Anyway, Melissa, do you have... Harley is happy to be home. You all can probably hear him out there. He's just going batshit. But I heard General was into... Oh, is that what that is? Oh. Interesting. All missing children, domestic violence, education support. Good job. Okay. Damien got his own chat. Yeah, he does. There's Melissa's channel. Let's get her watch time up. And Melissa, parting words. Think I want to end it. I want to eat and then I want to go to bed.
I need to go to bed because I got to get up early. I got a day of travel tomorrow. So unfortunately, I'll not be able to be on tomorrow for the 11-month mark. But I think at this point, everybody knows how I feel. And if I could be there, I would.
Absolutely. And like I said, I'm sure Sunny, hopefully Sunny will be doing a live stream. Maybe I'll just hop on with her. It depends on what she has planned. I'll have to check it out. And but as always, we'll figure something out. I don't know what we had. You know, we had a little birthday vigil for Lilly this past month. I don't think that. I don't know. You guys can privately let me know what you think. If it's important to, if we're talking about the case multiple times a week, do we really want a reminder about how long it's been? 11 months. especially so close to the year. Anyways. Okay, so we're leaving all this bullshit in our rear view mirror, and from now on it's windshield, and we're putting out the bullshit for good. And back to business tomorrow. Okay, let's find Jack and Lilly. And anything that doesn't include them, it's not even noise. It's a fucking mosquito. That's it. Okay? Have a great night, everybody.
Are you going to play that thing
What thing?
from Women's Warrior?
Oh, did she want me to play it?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you wanted me to do, Women's Warrior. Did you just want me to do the favor thing, or did you want me to play the songs? Is she still here? Just give her a minute. I mean, I have no problem doing that.
It was a beautiful
Good night,
song.
Anita. Good night, Mike. Good night, Anita. Wrong channel.
Okay, she said just the favor.
Okay. Do you want me to play it or no? Or is that like yours? I just assumed it was yours. I didn't want to, If you want me to play it, I will. Okay. Fair enough. We'll play it tomorrow. How's that? Yeah, this isn't about Jack and Lily Marie, so she's right. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm glad everybody's heard it, and have a terrific night, everybody. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.